Welcome to Katie K Plays The Sims. I'm Katie, and today we're going to be playing the Dreamhouse Legacy Challenge that I created. If you missed it, my previous video goes over the entire challenge with all the rules and the different gens that we're going to be playing. Today we're just going to be introducing you to the sim that we're going to be playing with in the first gen, the house we're going to be starting off in, and also the house that we're going to be saving up for. So if you're excited for that, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video as we play through the Dreamhouse Legacy Challenge. As per my rules, we're going to be starting off in Willow Creek. I already have our girl moved into her house, so we can just jump right into that. And as you can tell, Willow Creek looks a little different. I am playing in the Beyond Bloom version 3 save file. I'm absolutely in love with this save file. It looks like there's so many fun locations to explore, and we'll definitely be visiting them throughout the challenge. If you haven't seen this save file and you want me to go through it, let me know and I can do a walkthrough of that in a separate video. But for now, we're just going to focus on our starter sim, her starter house, and where we're eventually going to be living. We're going to be living in the starter neighborhood here. And this is going to be our house, and here is our sim. I'm going to jump into create a sim first so we can take a look at her before we check out the house. All right, so we have our sim here, Kaya Kaleo. As you can see, I gave her the soulmate aspiration per the rules. She's creative, socially awkward, and macabre. I'm just going to quickly go through her outfits so you have a chance to see all of them. I'll throw some background music on as they cycle through. Let's look at all of her outfits. I'm going to keep her in this outfit as it's very cash. Just moved in, getting ready to get started on her aspirations, which is part of the reason that I have this outfit. We can dive in a little bit into what we're going to be doing with Kaya here. My ultimate goal with her is to have her work through the gemology skill. She's going to be doing a lot of digging, a lot of work on the gemology table. So I thought this would be a good outfit to do all of that in. And my hope is that once we have enough crystals created and jewelry made, we'll start with the selling table and eventually work up to a small business where I'd like her to sell the crystals, the jewelry, tarot card, the tarot prints, and maybe some more stuff. I don't have it fully planned out yet. I don't have a business pre-built for her. That's just something that I'm hoping to work up to. I'll figure that out as I play through. I'm really excited to get started with her. I haven't dove too deep into gemology and all of that yet, so I'm curious to see how that goes. I always get excited for a new adventure with the new sim. Now that we've seen all of her outfits though, let's check out and see where we're going to be staying. Here we are in Willow Creek in our little starter neighborhood, just across the street from where Claire originally started in her Dream House series. Now, I already told you that I'm going to be working in the save file. I just want to put a disclaimer in there that this build did not come with a save file. I loved the house that was on this lot originally, but it was just a little too small. I know the goal is to start in a small starter home, but it was so tiny with no room to expand. So I grabbed this house off the gallery and I did some redecorating to fit Kaya's style, as well as adding this little addition on here, which I'll show you in just a minute when we jump in there. So she had a space for her gemology work. Again, I did make some tweaks to it, but if you wanted to grab it for yourself, here is their gallery ID. And thank you so much for that. This is a really cute starter home, and I felt like it fit into the neighborhood pretty nicely. Just take a look at where we're going to be starting off. Definitely different than the base game Willow Creek that we normally get, which I'm really thankful for because after so long, it just gets so old seeing the same houses. Before we take a look inside, I just want to take a moment to appreciate the beautiful landscaping. They obviously use debug, which I appreciate, so we're not just looking at empty lawn. You get a nice view already of the inside of the house. Look into the living room, cute porch. We go through the front door. We immediately walk right into our kitchen. Nice little entryway here. Place to hang your coat. A little plant. You can put some shoes there if you wanted. But before we go exploring this side of the house, we'll go over to the right. Pretty decent sized living room. I just don't have money yet to fully furnish or decorate, but I think it's a nice start for a starter home. Have a cute little boho couch there, TV and DVD player, as well as Kaya's tarot cards and a tarot book. A print of a tarot card, and then one of those empty frames so I can add pictures as I go. I love taking pictures as part of gameplay while I'm playing with any of my Sims, so we make some friends along the way. We can throw some pictures in there. And this is the door to our bedroom. A nice skylight up there. Beautiful picture window looking into our backyard. Nice boho bed. Light green paint, trying to make it nice and serene for her. Some pictures. A candle and some incense on our side table here. Nice full-length mirror to get ready for the day. And a dresser with some plants and some books. And then this door here leads to our workspace. It's pretty small, pretty basic, but for now, I feel like she doesn't need much. We have our gemology table, and I have a nice little radio for her so she can listen to music as she makes her crystals and her jewelry. And here's her tools. Again, another skylight. Get some nice natural light in there for her, as well as a nice view of the backyard. Okay, and here, looks like I have to paint that wall right there. Accidentally leaked through when I was painting the bedroom wall. Simple kitchen, another skylight, island to sit at, stove, sink, a couple of cabinets. I'm going to have to fix those lights as well because they're hanging from nothing. Here we have our bathroom. Very simple, but it'll do for now. We have the door to our backyard. Beautiful view. See, I have my crystal grid ready to go. Beautiful landscaping yet again. This builder really knew what they were doing. A grill and a picnic table. I feel like that's more than enough to get us started. I'll be sure to make those updates before we fully start playing with our girl. One more look at the neighborhood. You look back to when I first introduced Kaya to you. We went over her traits, overall plans for her to have her own little shop. I mentioned that our girl's a little dark and twisty. So with the crystals, tarot, and macabre traits all in mind, I thought the best place to eventually work our way up to living would be Ravenwood. I feel like our girl would absolutely love it. So that's where I put our dream house, and it's going to be located over in the 64 by 64 lot here in Whispering Glen. And as you can already see, it is none other than the house from Practical Magic. This movie may be old, but feels like I'm watching it for the first time every time I watch it. And I not only love the movie, but I'm obsessed with the house that it takes place in. So I thought, what better dream house for our dark and twisty girl than the Practical Magic house? As I already mentioned, I'm not much of a builder, so I cannot take any credit for this at all. This is another one I happened to find on the gallery. I don't even remember how I found it, but I knew as soon as I stumbled across it that this was going to be the house that we were going to be working towards. There are a few different varieties, but this one I fell in love with the most. It looks like the original was by Bear Sims 20, and then Kaylee Fryer 79 did some updates to it. So feel free to visit either one of them if you're a fan of Practical Magic too and want to play in the house. It is a fairly expensive house, which is to be expected. It's huge. It has so much stuff in there. This isn't going to be the final price of what we're working for. I downloaded the fully furnished version just to show you it because I thought it was an amazing build and I wanted to show it off and give both of these creators their due. But I do have another version in my gallery that you'll see here, where I've gone ahead and emptied most of the rooms, especially those on the second level where the bedrooms are going to be. It wasn't really just to make it cheaper, but I don't know at what point we're going to be moving into this house and what our family is going to look like. So I wanted to have all of the rooms empty, and as a blank canvas, I went through, made all of the walls white so I can paint them and wallpaper them the way I want them to look, and then fill each of the bedrooms customized to the kids that we have at the time, their ages and what they're into and things like that. So it definitely helps with the price. I think the price of the house plus the taxes, it's just over 200,000 simoleons. So we won't be jumping into this house right away. Be sticking with the starter home for a while. And then as we get into a relationship and start having kids, and hopefully by then we have enough crystals and jewelry made where we can move from the starter home into a mid-sized house where we can have a small business either underneath the house or attached to the house, and then eventually work our way into here. Here she is, absolutely stunning. I really cannot wait to play in this house. We'll do a quick walkthrough and we'll start at the bottom and work our way up. I wanted to start here because I absolutely love the little detail of the open gate just welcoming us in. Just want to stop and just appreciate all of this landscaping. Well, that does it for the outside of the house. Now we're going to take a walk around the house and see what the backyard looks like. I'm really excited for that. Alright, so I just teleported us back in the kitchen so we can go out the back door. Walk out into a nice patio. Look at that view. Oh, it's going to be so great living here. And then just take a look at these gardens. There's the entry to the greenhouse there. There's so many sitting areas and space for the kids to play. Gardening opportunities. I believe in the empty rooms version of this house, I took out most of the outdoor furniture so that we can, again, customize it to what our family needs at that point. There's just so many winding paths you can tell that the Sims walk through as they enjoy the gardens every day. Again, nice detail of the open gate. Walking through more of the garden. Seating area over there. So many planters. This brings us to the side of the house. And then if we go to the other side, here on the other side we have a nice little area for the kids to play. And the final part of the build here. Nice little outbuilding, which again, I took everything out of so that I can customize it. But right now they have a games table, archaeology table, and a woodworking table. So it'll be interesting to see what we change this room into as well. So that is the house. That is ultimately my dream house. This is the house that I will be working towards for my sim and our future family. Again, thank you so much to the builders who created this beautiful lot. I'm really looking forward to grinding our way to get here and having something to look forward to playing in. That's going to do it for this video. In the next video, I'm going to finally get started with our sim Kaya. We're going to get her digging in the ground, finding crystals, working on the gemology skill, getting used to the new neighborhood, hopefully making some friends, and getting started on our dream life and the dream house legacy. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you're looking forward to getting started as much as I am to see what happens along the way to our dream house. Take care for now, and I hope to see you in the next video.